Hi, I'm Elizabeth Gearhart. I'm here with Lisa Zampolin with Love Lisa, a jewelry line. Lisa, what makes your jewelry special?
Hi, thank you so much for having me. My jewelry is very special because I hand make everything and it's all customizable and personalized.
Wow, that's awesome.
Thank
So, do you make or how can I find celebrity style jewelry?
So I have a link on my website on the homepage for both look who's wearing jewelry, which is mostly celebrities. And then I also have an editorial page, which shows you any editorial press on celebrities or bloggers that have been wearing my jewelry.
So, is your jewelry really expensive then?
So interestingly enough, it is not. I try to really concentrate on very inexpensive type jewelry that looks like the real thing. My prices range from $10 to about $200.
So, I'm looking for the perfect Mother's Day gift. Do I come to your site?
Yes, good question. So I do have a link on my homepage for Mother's Day jewelry. Each holiday or season throughout the year, I try to put links on the top of my site and I link all the products that are appropriate, for example, for Mother's Day.
So, if I were to type into Google Christmas gifts under $50, would you
Yes,
jewelry to 50?
yes. Yeah, I do a very big religious jewelry line, both for Hanukkah and for Christmas. And I really do a lot of that because it's not something that's out there. And again, because it's so inexpensive, makes great gifts for Christmas and for Hanukkah.
So if I were to type in, where can I buy religious jewelry? Where can I buy Hanukkah jewelry? Where can I buy Christmas jewelry? Your site has all of that.
Yes, absolutely.
Excellent, excellent. So what about customized jewelry? Can I buy customized jewelry on your site?
Yes. So everything is really customizable, which is what I love most about what I do, is that the person who has a very tiny wrist or a larger wrist can always put a comment in the comment section on my site and request a bracelet to be, let's say, a size 6 or a size 8, which is something, you can't really find in a department store when you walk in and just put something on your wrist. It's either too big or too small. So I really try to make everything customizable so that it fits anybody.
I've never heard of bracelet sizing before, but that's awesome.
Yeah,
It's
thank
like
you.
ring sizing. So what about necklace chain length? Can you customize that?
Yes, every single thing, ankle bracelets, necklaces, because I hand make everything, every single thing can be personalized and customizable by size.
So would you consider your products to be high-end costume jewelry?
Yes, very. And some of it has the look of a real diamond piece, and other pieces really look like a fun, trendy, edgy, inexpensive piece of costume jewelry. I really cater to every age. And for that reason, you can find a little bit of everything on my site.
So is your jewelry metals, gems, a combination?
A combination. I do a lot with gemstones. I love gemstone beads because, there's so many different sizes and colors. And is it round? Is it square? Is it faceted? So I do plain metal jewelry, silver, gold, gunmetal, rose gold. And sometimes I mix it with gemstones. And other times I just use crystals or gemstones, or even clay beads are very big this year, and pearls, doing a lot with pearls. But because I'm such a trendy brand, I really try to change that every year. So you'll find a little bit of everything on my site.
So if I'm looking for trendy costume jewelry for my teenager, I can find it on your site.
You sure can.
And if I'm looking for trendy costume jewelry for a 50-year-old woman, I can find it on your site.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely.
Wow. So you cater to everyone. So what's your biggest seller?
Evil eye jewelry, I think, is probably my number one. Since I've been in business, everybody asks me, what do you have that's evil eye? They feel it makes them feel safe. They feel protected. It's not religious. And some of the pieces that I have that are evil eye are really, really beautiful. Some, again, look real, like they're diamonds, and other pieces really look costume jewelry like. But if you went on my website and typed in evil eye, you'll find pages and pages of evil eye jewelry.
So what is evil eye jewelry?
So an evil eye is supposed to ward off evil and make you feel safe. So if someone is gossiping about you, which I can't really imagine anybody would do because you're so kind, but I think everybody has something that they feel like they're not safe or they're not protected. And when you put the evil eye on, it's sort of that feeling of I have this barrier around me and I'm protected and nobody's going to be able to harm me. So yeah, and the evil eye has been around for years and years and years. So I have all different sizes and shapes and colors, and I have a pretty interesting selection.
So you make it all yourself. I find that amazing. You must love doing it. So do you have stock pieces that are ready to ship tomorrow?
Yes. And everything I make, I guarantee is going to ship within the week. So I don't stock actual merchandise. Like I don't have, 50 pieces of any one style ready to go, but I do make them all on demand and orders ship out every single day. And, the majority of my business is wholesale because I sell to retail stores. So I really produce volume at any given time.
How do you do that? Do you do it in your house? Do you have just like a little setup where you just work?
No, so I have a couple of girls that are my best kept secret that help me. Actually, they're women. And they may string beads for me just as like a 7-inch strand of beads. And so I usually have them help me with that sort of thing. And then I will put on the key component to it, tie it, knot it, glue it, make sure that it's a perfect fit, and produce, finished product. I do a lot of my jewelry making sitting on the couch with my husband watching his favorite TV show at night. I'm not going to lie. But when I'm at work, I'm really doing, my invoicing, my billing, my designing. And then when I come home at night, I do I produce a lot of merchandise at night.
Wow. So
Yeah.
where are you located?
I'm in Massapequa.
Okay. So
yeah, in New York, Long Island.
yeah, so that's not far from me, so I could probably get something right away, although shipping has been messed up lately. I've noticed, but yeah, so what price range is your highest selling?
So I have stacks of bracelets that range from 180 to 250. But again, you can buy each piece individually. If you looked at a stack of bracelets online and said, I love that cardinal bracelet. It reminds me of my dad who passed away last year. I don't want the whole stack. I just want the cardinal bracelet. You can buy that alone. You don't have to buy the whole stack, which that bracelet would be $55. So, like I said, I really have a wide range of prices on my website that's perfect for everybody.
So it's a nice price. That is, because if I spend less than that, I feel like I'm maybe getting junk. Like I don't buy jewelry at Claire's. My daughter used to.
Right.
Yeah. I want something nice, but I want something that it doesn't always have to be platinum and diamonds, right?
Right. Something interesting that you just said, if you look at the reviews on my website, I always love to see the reviews that customers write, because they write things like, I can't believe the quality of this piece of jewelry. It was so inexpensive, or it's so affordable and I got this great stack. I didn't expect it to be so nice. Unfortunately, because I'm a really small company, I don't have all these people doing my marketing and pictures. And so the jewelry doesn't look like it's real diamonds on my website, but it really is better quality in person. And people seem to really be impressed once they receive my goods.
So when things open back up again, because we are taping this during quarantine, the end of quarantine, will you be doing shows?
So actually, yesterday I got my second shot. So I am officially safe in about a week from now. I have 2 upcoming trunk shows, which I am beside myself so excited for, because I haven't done them in 2 years. I'm going to be at Let's Accessorize in Merrick, which is on Merrick Road, doing a Mother's Day trunk show on the Saturday before Mother's Day. And I'm going to be at Penelope's in Syosset the Thursday before Mother's Day. Those are my first 2 trunk shows. And I am hoping to line up some shows with Bloomingdale's again at Roosevelt Field, which I do a lot with them. But yeah, I am very excited to start doing that face-to-face trunk show again.
Do you ever venture far from Long Island, or are most of them concentrated near where you live?
You know, I have two kids that I love dearly, and I spend a lot of time with them when I'm not working. So I try not to go too far. I have a couple of celebrities that own boutiques that have done big shows. One of them is in Marlton, New Jersey, and I went out to her to do a trunk show. But I really try to stay closer to home just because, you know, I'm running a business and it's so much work doing that, that to travel, the travel time just adds on so much more work.
I agree 100%. I mean, doing all this stuff from home has been pretty nice. I mean, I do miss going out and seeing people, but that's excellent. And your line is called Love Lisa, and it's just lovelisa.com, but the actual name of your company is Love, comma, Lisa, right?
Yeah.
Because you make everything with love, right?
Right. Well, you know, I joked with my mom for years about how she taught me to always write a thank you note. And so now, because I'm older, I write a thank you note for thank you notes. And so as I grew in my business, I was called Trends for 15 years. And then I rebranded. And when I was rebranding, I was trying to find a name for my company. And I thought, gosh, you know, I literally signed my name on a note card with the piece of jewelry telling the customer that I signed off on this. I made sure that it's up to standards, it's perfect. I love it, you're gonna love it. And so I thought, you know what, why not just call that the name of my company? And so sure enough, it stuck. My kids loved it, my husband loved it. And so Love Lisa became the new name of my company.
Excellent. So I have to ask you, is this the perfect jewelry to wear on a cruise?
So cruises, actually, I have a bunch of cruises that I sell jewelry to their gift stores. What they normally do is they'll ask me to make bracelets that have destinations on them, the name of a place where they're going. I do a lot with summertime jewelry, anchors and starfish and shells and things like that. So yes, I do a lot with cruises, and I do a lot with summer because summertime is such a nice time of year to wear jewelry, especially ankle bracelets. And, you know, you're wearing less clothing, so you see more of your body. And so to have jewelry on is so decorative.
Well, and I feel like this jewelry is the perfect jewelry for a vacation, right?
Yeah.
Because I don't want to take my super expensive stuff with me and leave it in my hotel room, quite honestly.
Yes.
And I don't want to have to wear it the whole time, like the same necklace the whole week or whatever.
Yes.
So yeah, this high-end costume jewelry that looks beautiful is perfect for vacation.
Yes, definitely. And you know what? I feel like when people are buying things for vacation, they venture into color. Most people, if you look in their wardrobe, it's black and white, and you look into their jewelry box and it's so fun and colorful. And I'm proud to say that I'm part of that. So yeah, it's kind of interesting to think. I never thought about that, but it is true. Going on vacation with Love Lisa jewelry really works.
So is the necklace that you're wearing one of your pieces?
It is. It's one of my dressier pieces. It's a clover, and it has diamonds by the yard, and then it has just a silver link. Again, this is one of my like everyday going out at night for dinner pieces. You can layer this with like a choker necklace to make it a little edgier and fun. But yeah.
So what inspires you when you're making your jewelry? What's your inspiration for the pieces?
So that's a good question. Currently, I have an intern that's working for me. She's through a DECA program in the Plainview High School. And last week's project, she wanted to learn where I get my inspiration from. And I took her onto all of these websites, and I was showing her, you know, the runway in Milan and what goes on overseas during Fashion Week. And we went over the Pantone colors and how Pantone predicts the colors for fashion each season. And so I get a lot of my inspiration from that. I also find myself just scrolling on websites that sell beads, and whatever I'm attracted to is what I buy. And it's interesting that the boutique owners buy what I'm selling. And so I sort of set a trend with the boutique owners, and then they go and sell it to the retail customer. And they say, you know, oh, Love Lisa designed this. She believes it's going to be the new hottest trend. And there you have it.
Wow. So are any of your two pieces exactly like? I mean, I know you must have some that are similar for selling to the cruise ships, but are any two exactly alike?
So they are. I mean, I definitely duplicate pieces. You know, if you went onto my website and bought one, I may make 400, 500 pieces of that one style. And sometimes, like, you know, for example, I have on now, I have my kids' names. I have a little guardian angel bracelet. I have a little lips bracelet with a little word love on it, my cross and my heart. So, you know, if someone came to me and said, oh, I love your stack of bracelets, but I'm not Catholic, I don't want the cross, I could either take that out, or I would say to them, well, what would you like in there? You know, what makes you happy? And they would say, oh, I love a bird or a flower. And then I would add it into there and just create something new for them. I do a lot of this also with my customers. I do Zoom calls with them to really learn about people and, you know, see their coloring of what colors I think would look good on them. You know, that's how I create it.
Where do you get your supplies?
So a lot of it, well, at one time, most of it I was buying in Rhode Island because I love to shop local and support, you know, local USA companies. And then I did import from China and Korea for a while. But now, thank God, I am really back to supporting US companies. And I really try to buy most of my beads from companies here in the United States.
So that's, I mean, I'm personally willing to pay a little more for that.
Yeah.
I think that's really nice, and that is really supporting our own economy. So that's awesome. And
Yeah.
I'm
Absolutely.
assuming that you look through and you handpick, and it's a pretty long process to find everything exactly the way you want it and what you
Yes.
want.
Especially when you're very particular. Yes, it's interesting. You know, when some of the ladies that work for me are beading different strands, I'll take a look at the board and go, what is that pink one doing in there? And they're like, what do you mean? It was just on the strand. I'm like, but it doesn't match. Take it off. And so I am very particular. And I want to make sure, because otherwise I know what's going to happen. I'm going to ship that bracelet out to somebody and they're going to say, wait, why is there pink in there? I didn't see pink when I was looking at the website. And so, you know, it's a very difficult thing to make sure that, you know, you're on point with colors and coordinating them and making them look nice together.
Do you have any cat charms?
I do,
Oh,
actually. You know what? I created it for two people. One, the editor for People Magazine is a cat lover. And so I made her a stack and it says, I love my cat, and it's a little heart. And it's a cutout of a black cat. It's gorgeous. And then there's a celebrity on Double Shot at Love that also is a cat lover that I made her a stack too.
that's sweet. Well, you may have to make me a cat stack.
You got it. You got it.
Excellent. So the charms are fun, the beads are beautiful, the designs are original. It's really an incredible jewelry line that you have. And,
Thank you.
and yeah, and handmade by you and a couple of assistants, but that's still you because you're all right there. So
Yeah, definitely. Definitely.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So is there anything else we need to say about your jewelry?
I mean, you know, I'm so grateful for my business and my customers and the loyalty of people. And, you know, one thing I really want to share that is pretty significant for my business when it comes to my religious jewelry, um, whether it's Catholic or Jewish, I put so much care and thought into creating things. You know, for example, last night at 11 o'clock at night, I got a message from a customer who said to me, you know, I have this cousin and he is an addict and he's really strong and he needs some support right now. What can you help me with? And I presented her with the patron saint of addiction. And I presented her with a guardian angel bracelet. And I showed her all these different options, thinking that she would buy just one for him. And I would write out a little card and ship it out today. She wound up ordering $300 in merchandise on my website. She built this gorgeous stack. And she got these family bracelets that have the little guardian angel on them for 3 of his brothers and sisters, because she felt like, you know what, that would give some support and love around him in addition to the support she was giving him. And I stopped texting with him and my husband goes, are you okay? And I said, yeah. And he said, what's the matter? I had tears rolling down my face, just thinking how much I'm helping somebody in their life, in their addiction, in helping someone support somebody. It's so special what I do. And my very loyal customers know that about me, but it's very hard for someone to learn that without seeing this or without hearing it. But when you go on my website and you look through the religious section, you'll see, there's St. Jude, there's Padre Pio, there's healing saints, and just all kinds of great positive things. So, I just tell everybody, don't be afraid to pick up the phone. I will answer. And people are always like, wait, is this really Lisa? I'm like, yeah, it's me. I love what I do. And I love to talk to my customers and help create beautiful things for them.
Excellent. Well, lovelisa.com. That's easy to remember. That's a great name for your company. So,
Thank you. Thank you.
So Mother's Day, I'll go have this posted before Mother's Day. So
great.
Yes, Mother's Day is coming up. So go look at the jewelry. In fact, I may send this to my husband, although he already knows you from the radio show.
Yes, that's right. Thank you. Yes, tell Richard the cat stack. It's on my website.
I will. Well, thank you, Lisa. This has been fun.
I know it has. Thank you so much for having me. I really appreciate it.